Hello, Royals. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody's doing fine. I was thinking about something today. I'm always thinking about something. Y'all know how I do it. I was thinking about high school because it's gonna make sense when I tell you this story. You know how all the people, all the jocks that you might have been in love with, or you might have had that special first boyfriend or something like that. Y'all gonna tell a story in y'all life too, and I want to tell y'all this story because when my big story comes out, you're gonna understand everything in your life. I'm not just sharing this trying to, put a light on my life. I'm trying to let you know to take your life light. Don't be so discouraged because God has a reason for everything that He does. I can remember that I like certain guys, and they might have been jocks, and I'm talking really liking them, and they had the girls, the real popular girls in school, and that's who they were with. It was kind of like a little clique, a little clack, it was their own little circle. But I figured out something. Every circle is not a good circle. Everybody that is clicking and clacking together is not always together for the reason that you think they're together. I remember one time when I liked it, this guy, he liked it me as well, but his mother didn't want him to be with me because my mother was a single mother. And I guess she didn't want someone coming from a background of that nature, but you can't really help if your parents or your parent is single, or if your dad left or if your mom left. That is something that cannot be helped. But, and the beat goes on. And then you think about the jocks and all the jocks you might have liked or had a crush on, and they liked the cheerleader, and some of them actually got married and had happy lives. But the most of them got together not because they really loved each other, because they looked good together. Most people are about being impressive to other people or creating an image, image bearers to make them look good. Or I'm going to college to be a doctor. You're going to be a lawyer. Oh, we can have this money. It's a corporation. A lot of it's a corporation. And to a certain degree, a marriage is supposed to be a corporation, but not just business. You also have to come together at the pleasure of being with one to another. You know, that's a part of it as well. And so, I look back and I see some of the people that, were jocks back in the day that are no longer jocking. Their lives have went, it's just a total not good. And it's not pleasurable to me to speak of this, but I just want to encourage someone that maybe somebody is not wanting you at this time in your life. And, you know, whether you're 18 or 88, that you love and that you care about, you haven't had a dialogue with this person, a conversation of any sort. And, they push you to the side because they don't see your importance. Everybody's life don't sum up at the same time, and some people are not supposed to sum up in your life at all, because a lot of people are not attached to you for you. They attach themselves to you for what is already attached to you. It's something that they want, not necessarily saying that no one can be with you for just you, but you know when it's residue. Like I would see like some of the basketball and football players with the cheerleaders, and I found out that a lot of them was having sex with them. That's why they were in the click and clack. And some of us was not doing that at that time. That's why a lot of times you didn't get with guys, because you're not part of you know, the secret connection. You're not doing what they were doing. And that's why some of them young were pregnant, and we were faced with all these situations, these decisions that we had to make that we shouldn't have had to make, because we came into territories that we didn't belong in. But I'm saying this to say that There are some people in your life, or some people that were in your life, that didn't do you right, or didn't receive who you were, or talked down on you, or made you feel like you weren't special, made you feel like you wasn't beautiful enough. That's not always it. But the kicker is this: the kicker is when you see someone who you loved or cared deeply for in the past, and I'm talking about in high school past, and then they come to you after you've grown, and then they want to be like, girl, you know I always loved you, or oh, I always, a girl say, oh, you were so fine, you were so nice to me, and now they want to be connected with you, but you're disconnected. Not that you don't care about them anymore, it's not the same. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's a past situation. Even though you may have some love for them, the love is not the way it was for them. So it's always very important, you guys, not to be fearful when you're trying to connect with somebody you love. Have a conversation, or explain why it can happen, or explain, what it is going on. Don't just, throw people to the left. Explain it. Or if you don't want to explain it, just, you know, don't be cruel. You can tell somebody no without being cruel. But I'm just saying, this is a part of the story that I experienced in my life, and I'm sure some of you may be experiencing the same thing or something similar. And you look back on all the cheerleaders and all the basketball players and the football players, they didn't make it. Some made it, some got married, and they're divorced, and some are still together, but they living in loveless households. Now that's sad, to live in a household where there's no love, but it looks like love. It's an image of it, nice house, car, furniture, kids graduated from college, and all these things that these children know that this house has no love in it, or either they're pretending and they're very miserable, and then they find out that they're out there sleeping with somebody, you know, quote unquote less than how they live, and so they say they went down. Some people didn't go down. They was never up. They just played up. You know what I'm saying? Not saying up or down, good or bad, or better or worse, but it's just they wasn't living in their truth. But the truth comes to roost every time. Every time the truth will come to roost. It will come out. So I say this: get it before it gets you. Like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Love you. I hope that helps you. Bye now.